If you are looking for somewhere to soak up some winter sun, Merida, with its year-round tropical climate, is a fantastic option. Bursting with gorgeous architecture, natural beauty, and modern shopping districts and eateries, Merida has everything you could want for an exotic city break. In 2019, Merida ranked as the second safest city in North America, so this is an ideal destination for anyone who wants to visit Mexico but worries about the country's reputation for crime. In today's video, I will be looking at where to stay in Merida and outlining the best areas to stay in Merida. I'll start with Zocalo. The Zocalo or Plaza Grande is a grand public plaza at the very heart of the city center. If you are visiting Merida for just a short trip and want to stay somewhere surrounded by iconic attractions within just a few moments of your hotel, then staying close to the Zocalo is ideal. The leafy square is full of benches where you can rest in the shade and escape the tropical heat. Overlooked by several grand, historical buildings and surrounded by small cafes and restaurants, the plaza is a popular meeting place for both locals and tourists. Throughout the year, various events and performances are hosted here, so staying nearby means you are likely to be treated to some delightful displays of the local arts and culture. Mérida's Centro District encompasses many of the neighborhoods surrounding the heart of the city. It's where you will find the vast majority of tourist attractions and historical sites, museums and art galleries. This is the best general region to stay in, for anyone who just wants to stay near the city center, but doesn't have many specific requirements. Amongst the many museums in Centro is the Museo Casa Montejo. Set in a beautiful 16th century mansion, with many of its original interior features preserved, the museum itself feels like taking a walk back through history. There are a range of exhibits and frequent events showcasing the history and culture of the region, plus entry is free, so there's no reason to pass this by. Santalucia is a small district directly north of the Zocalo. The neighborhood centers around the colorful Santalucia Church, with its bold pink facade and the neighboring Santalucia Park. Considering how close the area is to the city center, it retains a remarkably local, community vibe. If you are looking for a neighborhood that has a homey, residential atmosphere, whilst being just steps from the city's most iconic attractions, this is it. Santalucia Park is the central hub of the area. The leafy public square is full of benches, where locals rest in the shade of the towering palm trees, and surrounded by cafes with al fresco dining terraces spilling into the plaza. Best of all is the weekly Yucatan Serenade. A community dance party with live music from local bands. It has been held every week since 1965, and is absolutely not to be missed. The Santiago District sits directly west of the Zocalo. Currently one of Mérida's up-and-coming neighborhoods, this former industrial area is still a great place to find low-cost accommodation, even as it grows increasingly hip. You can find some great quality, but very affordable hotels and hostels just a road or two away from the Zocalo Plaza. Santarana is a small neighborhood just north of Santalucia. Like Santalucia, this community is centered around Santarana Park. The attractive plaza features a fountain and monument to Andrés Quintana, a 19th-century politician, and often hosts street vendors and food stalls. The plaza is overlooked by the lovely 18th-century Santarana Church. The cheerful yellow face and twin-steepled towers provide charming scenery for anyone enjoying a break at one of the cafes surrounding the park. Named for the founder of Merida, Paseo de Montejo is a major street running through the north of the city. Once the preferred residential area for affluent Meridians, the leafy avenue is lined with grand historical mansions. Many of the mansions have been converted into museums, with guided tours offering visitors a glimpse back at how the wealthy of Merida once lived. Merida is a peaceful haven of culture and history, in a fantastic tropical location. Between the climate, the history, and the thriving modern culture, Merida boasts plenty of reasons to plan a visit. I hope by now you appreciate exactly how rich and beautiful the city of Merida is. You should have a good idea of all the things you want to see, and which neighborhood is best for you to look for accommodation. Now, all that's left to do is choose your hotel.